what would you like to see kind of legislation-wise? What would you like to see passed after this march?
I mean, I know you should be in certain areas to get no gun. They shouldn't just be getting anybody guns. So they need to stop that. Too many young kids have been able to get guns underage.
Who's giving them? You're saying like you're talking about people just going in at the age of 15 and buying a gun?
Yeah, they can go into Walmart and get a gun in certain states. You can go into Walmart and buy a gun. So these young kids got somewhere they getting guns, you know?
Yeah. I wasn't even aware of that one.
This guy, I have no clue what he's even doing there. He looks like he's working for the march. I mean, it looks like he has about 15, 20 March for Our Lives flags right there. They probably just pay random people to come there and pass out all the stuff. And he's just, okay, yes, I'm anti-gun. I obviously have no clue what I'm talking about.
When it comes to Virginia Tech, he used 2 pistols for that. So when we're talking about AR-15s or assault weapons or anything like that, what are your guys' thoughts on that? Would it significantly reduce mass shootings, or would people just use different weapons? What are your thoughts?
My husband is...
he's a believer.
He's a believer. They would find something else.
They would do something.
What do you guys think about that?
I think he's right. I think if somebody...
point to be made for that.
There's a point to be made.
If somebody wants to kill a bunch of people, they will
use a car.
They will sit out on the street with their vehicle and run them down.
Okay, amazing exchange right here. Coming around and actually conceding this point that I just brought up. Super interesting. I don't think that this is something that you would see today. Because a lot of people, you know, they got their horse blinders on extremely tight. They're not willing to open up the conversation, open up their minds to hearing other viewpoints. These ladies, despite how just silly they look, they're actually willing to have that conversation, as you can see right here. This is actually a really amazing exchange. I didn't do this at the time because, you know, this is my first street video. I was a bit nervous. Definitely wasn't that comfortable talking to people. Took me a bit to get used to that. But if I could go back to this situation, I would really try to clarify with them that, like, a lot of people believe what you're saying here. And that's why they do not want to ban semi-auto rifles from tens of millions of law-abiding citizens across the United States. How does this make any sense when you're conceding the point that people would just use something else? There has to be a different way to go than just removing weapons from law-abiding citizens. So I definitely would have pushed harder on that to just hammer down that point. But hey, I mean, perhaps they ended up changing their minds a little bit later on. Maybe not, but at least they were willing to open up their minds and have that conversation, which I just don't really see that being a thing at today's protests. If I went to March for Our Lives in 2024, a lot of these marches have gotten a lot more militant. The people at these marches a lot more upset, pissed off. Difficult to find conversations like this.